Missing over 2 legs, harsh. Crazy. Do you know what it is? Again, I'm not listening to the fans, but it's the fan aspect as well, man. Gets you going. And you lot crumbled. Running back the years, man. Benzema's one of the best strikers ever witnessed, mate. And one of the probably the best club striker there ever been. Mbappe, last chance salute Neymar. Meaty, you lot, it's done. But Mbappe looks like, bro, I'm staying here, you know. And that's that. Koeman's worked on his IQ. Vinicius just probably needed time. And Madrid are through to the last 8. I can't lie, I wouldn't want to get them. Boy, PSG fans, boy, you lot got yourselves to blame. You lot bottled. Messi wants to get the hell up out of there. Benzema the goal. Look, Camavinga saluting, Asensio saluting. Elite mentality by Mbappe. Tell him, man, to get up. Modric, I can't lie, we've seen some balling things. Forget the result for a sec. Modric, Vinicius, Benzema, Lionel Messi, Mbappe, Neymar, Verratti. Absolute balling thing from them individuals named at some point in the game. Where this game was won and lost for PSG, I think in the second half, they took their foot off the gas. They started trying to defend the lead. Obviously, Donnarumma's made a mad mistake and that set it off. But then Benzema scored, then you've literally let him score again. Ultimately, it comes back to game management. The same thing that let them down in the final, the same thing that let them down against City, the same thing that's let them down today. And Carlo Ancelotti and Madrid, they have to be big candidates to win this. What that is resilience. The fans have been a fantastic 12th man, but what you cannot underestimate is experience. Forget the ability. In tough times, Alaba, Luka Modric, Karim Benzema. DG, what games have you been to that's had the most stars? Probably when I went Brazil, Chile, to be fair. When I watched Barcelona when Messi and Xavi and that was there, so probably them. Probably that, really. And Bayern Munich, I've watched the final with them in Dortmund, if you want to count that. Boy, what a game of football. What a game of football. Yeah, man, they're out though. Like, these men are duds, man. All you can do, what a game. Don Carlo, look. Benzema and Carlo embrace. Had everything. Madrid win 3-2 on aggregate. Had everything. What a game of football. Sealed, man. I don't think it's a Poch thing. I think he could have made some subs quicker, but the players bottled, bro. Donnarumma bottled. They conceded a goal very early on after conceding. Bro, you've let Benzema get a hat-trick in technically under half an hour. You lot bottled it. You lot bottled the players in tough moments. You know, I'm not going to lie. There did look like a time where Madrid looked like they gave up. But crucially, not every player did, innit? Where's my notes? Cannot put money on experience, you know, when times get tough. Thinking, remember, you know, everyone looks like something's happened, but you look, we're dead. And obviously tomorrow you're probably going to see Pochettino rumors. I wouldn't want to be him. Timer, oi, shout out to you for that one. That granddad on the phone telling his granny go bed, I'll be there in the morning. Trust, Marquinhos bottled. Marquinhos bottled. Absolutely bottled. PSG didn't kill the game, you know. They didn't kill the game. Obviously, Mbappe's had 2 chances ruled out for offside. What a game. From both those ballers from football heritage, man. The problem is, it's not going to get any better than that, is it? Like, you're not going to see any, as a neutral, you're not going to see anything better than that in the Champions League this year, are you? Really? Well, you could if the drama. Benzema loves drama, but and Real Madrid loved it. Well, Alaba holding a chair. Where the hell did you get that? Like, I don't think you're going to see it. But that's Liverpool through. Obviously, yesterday, Liverpool went through. PSG went through. Next week, what? I mean, I assume City have gone through unless a madness has happened. Bayern Munich are now through. Next week, Atletico, Man United. Oof. And then obviously you've got Juventus, Chelsea. Oof. Thank God for the fact Arsenal are playing on Wednesday, innit? So we can skip out one of them games there. Ridiculous game of football today, man. I love for the raid, Matisse. I see. Boy. And it's mad how, like, I wouldn't say, but Donnarumma set it off, but at the same time, really and truly, over 180 minutes, are we going to blame a minute to a minute flashpoint? It played a part, it set the tempo, but is that the only reason they're gone? Is he to blame necessarily for the second and third goals where they've come in quick succession? Literally, Danilo and other people have lost the ball from kickoff. The one before that, I don't know. I just remember seeing people on the counter attack. Once Madrid cranked up the pressure with the fans, they couldn't cope. So everyone's got to take some blame. I don't feel you can scapegoat certain PSG players, but fundamentally, boy, probably just written in the stars. Draxler should have started. You're bugging. Did Madrid play well, or was it PSG that had a stinker? I think they played well, but there was moments where you let yourselves down. Mbappe should be fuming. I mean, he's going to sign that contract today. City Madrid final. Oof. Should have got Conte in the summer and allowed Poch back to Tottenham. Be smelly football, but they probably need that, man. But then again, Poch ain't really the guy for European competitions, and that is a league thing. DG before that goal, Real gave up, didn't play after the goal. And that's where it is. Sometimes you just need motivation. Benzema, the king. Poch getting sacked, I can smell it. These PSG players are hella bummy. When shit hits the fan, you get to find out who you are. Facts. And Modric and them man there, they said, we might be pensioners. We're doing this thing. Or, you know, slyly, you've got to give credit to the subs. You know, he injected some fresh legs. Carlo, I'm speaking about, where you speak about Camavinga coming on. Obviously, you saw Vasquez add something as well. To be honest, if Donnarumma doesn't make that mistake, the game doesn't probably happen. But, you know, over 180 minutes, I can't just sit there and say it's just him. I don't think that's right. I don't think football's about that, you know. On another day, Donnarumma will be their hero and make mad saves. You know, football's like that. You was a hero in the Euros, you're a dud now. Mendy got robbed by Donnarumma. I can't lie, looking back, Tuchel did a mazza with these man. He got them to the final and almost won it if it wasn't for Mbappe missing chances. Boy. Yoni's moving mad. What a game, man. What a game. I'm going to watch it again as well. Please tell me you recorded it. Oh, fuck's sake. As I said, man, Verratti, Luka Modric, at times Lionel Messi, Neymar, Kylian Mbappe, Benzema, Vinicius, the Alaba tackle. What can you say, bro? What can you say? Benzema, bro. Benzema's an elite, bro. Benzema has been a madness. You know, he was one of, first and foremost, people need to give him longevity praise. You know, they need to give Benzema longevity praise, in my opinion, because, you know, he's come on the scene as a wonder kid. We all remember at Lyon and that, and he's still going. Respectfully to Wayne, and again, maths might not do it right, but you look at Messi, not Messi, so you look at Cesc, you look at Rooney, people that kind of come on. I know Benzema didn't technically come at 16, but that 16 to 18 sort of bracket, them players peaked very early. They're done out here. They're gone. You know, he's still doing it. He adapted his game for Cristiano Ronaldo and any others. He's doing what he's doing now, but we already knew this about Benzema. Of course, because of what's happened, we're going to waffle about that and things like that, but we've been known this about Karim Benzema. We know this about Benzema. The man's a footballing legend. Forget the Champions Leagues and things like that. The man's a Mr. Clutch, really. I don't know what it is with French players, you know. Giroud as well, like off topic. Absolute lovely game of football. As I said, from a neutral point of view, it had everything. Had everything. It's a shame I got to go and see certain midfielders in North London, but boy, what a game. PSG are done. Well, it comes down to tactics. I think it wasn't necessarily down to tactics. I think, as I said, Donnarumma's mistake set off, but ultimately the more experience. Listen, Donnarumma's a kid essentially, vastly more experienced, but he's a kid. The more experienced players didn't get their heads together. They bottled. Look at the goal Benzema scored from their kickoff. They bottled it. They didn't take their chances. I feel they took their foot off the gas in the second half. You know, PSG were moving the ball. When they were moving it, Madrid couldn't get there. Madrid struggled chasing shadows. You know, they took their foot off the gas. They thought the game was won. And at a point, PSG, I mean, before that goal happened with Donnarumma, Madrid looked done. That gave them the vote of confidence. But that's what happens. That's what you can't afford to happen in the second leg of a Champions League game when you're playing away from home, of all places, the Bernabeu, with a team that has a fetish for Champions League and a team that they've come here knowing what's going on. You know, the same way Madrid ended that game, ironically, is the way they started that. If you remember, from the minute they were onto it, it looked like PSG that was going to have to happen. And then they started going. I do think I think the manager could have I wouldn't blame Poch, but I think he could have been a bit more proactive. I feel players have to manage themselves in the same way Madrid did. They might have said, you know what, we're playing poor, we're playing defeative. Let's fix up now. We've got the goal sort of thing. I don't think the players manage themselves. I wouldn't blame Poch, but ultimately it's going to be your fault because you're the gaffer. Probably took long to make subs in the second half. Stupid individual mistakes. Ultimately not killing the game is why PSG once again have failed. The only thing I hate now is the wank fests that now come concerning football and things. But yeah, man, what a game of football. Boy, you know, I wouldn't never is susceptible to mistakes, but boy, Donnarumma's made a serious one. I'm still probably having Donnarumma over Mendy, but people are you know, you can't thingy. People are reactionary. I mean, Mbappe has more to his game than just pace, but again, you're right, he does need to develop. I wouldn't even say the main problem is misusing Messi. Messi was about today. Boy, what a game that was, man. And also, again, I think we can surely clip that. What minute is this? Boy. On my life, even Poch's Spurs had a better mentality, boy. Looking peak, I don't necessarily feel Poch should lose his job based on that result, but fundamentally, you know, at them clubs there, it's Champions League, innit? If you're not doing business in the Champions League, it's a mazza, innit? Like, ultimately, that's what that matters. DG, you back with West Ham Sevilla tomorrow. 10 a.m. footy talks where we'll be reacting to any talking points that emerge over the night, and obviously that. We'll be watching half an hour before kickoff, Barcelona Galatasaray. If it's 5:45, we might be able to slip one of them games in. In terms of best number 9, probably, you know. Surely Benzema gets Ballon d'Or if Madrid win the Champions League and La Liga. I don't know, man. You know, you couldn't probably disagree with it, but you know how the Ballon d'Or thing goes already. It's crazy that a French player has probably put the sword to a French opposition. Boy, and it's crazy because Benzema, you know, he's not going to be there forever. One wonders if Haaland and Mbappe do walk in, how's Benzema going to fit in along with Vinicius and the rest of it? But he's shown why you can't. He just gets better with age, innit? Like Benzema is ridiculous. And again, because of the way the game's turned, I think, you know, we got brother. Mbappe was hard. Neymar had opportunity, had things. Messi at times looked like he was back to his best. Modric in the second half took it to another level. Verratti for me was regulating that whole game. Vinicius was lit. It's a good game of football. That's what football's about, man. I'm happy to have watched that. That's what a game football is, bro. Like, Plenty of talking points, man. So yeah, if it's possible, why not, man? That's all gonna be on Twitch tomorrow, man. So you don't feel Donnarumma was fouled by Benzema before Real Madrid's first goal. No, you're not fouled. You're overplaying on the ball. You either should have put it out for a corner or not done that. It's not a foul. That's not a foul. There's no way that's a foul. Bro, he's pressed him and he's got it. If that's a centre half dilly-dallying in possession and Benzema waits him, are you gonna give a foul? Keepers are too protected. Every day of the week, I see them goals not given in the Prem. Not Pochettino. Kasper Schmeichel's benefited from that. I've seen De Gea get away with that and many other examples. I don't really, what did he do? What did he do? If anything, Donnarumma's being naive and he's got caught in possession, and then he's almost being the fact that he's a keeper, he's almost trying to play for the foul. That's dead, man. That ain't no foul. That ain't no foul. No way is that a foul. Respectfully, that ain't no foul. I don't feel he's fouled at all. No way is Donnarumma fouled, blood. Never, bro. As I said, for anyone who feels it was a foul, bro, if that happens to a centre half, bro, that is not a foul. So why is it for a keeper? He didn't clamp him, he didn't push him, used his strength. And if anything, Donnarumma's played his way into problems. Probably should have pulled it out for a corner or just not been in that situation. But he was in it. So Donnarumma's got to learn from this. He's still a young man, and this is what I like about the champs, because these moments have to mold you, Donnarumma, Vinicius, Mbappe, Camavinga off the bench, Hakimi, Valverde. These guys, if you're playing for these clubs, you're going to be in this scenario twice over. So you need to learn from this. Football's a weird game. Donnarumma, the ecstasy of winning the Euros, the calamities of, no one in that team's going to sleep. You're not going to sleep, but you have to make peace with the fact that you fucked up and just learn from it. You've done some stupid shit. Don't let it happen again. The only person who's probably going to sleep good is Keylor Navas, because he's won this before. And he told man, like he said, apparently he was distraught not to start. Boy. Naive as fuck, broski. Come on, man. We're talking big Champions League. You're talking to man about Maguire, blood. Come on now, man. Come on. Navas gets mad disrespected. I feel he's an overrated keeper, but I feel he's good. I still would have played Donnarumma personally. It is what it is. You made your mistake. Hold your L. Messi, what I would say is come back to Catalonia, brother. Come back to Catalonia. And the next drippy thing Benzema drops is going to be lit. Whew. What a game of football, man. What a game of football. Ridiculous, and ridiculous, people. Again, this is Poch playing kids against Don Carlo. Ultimately, to a degree, football, Carlo, one thing I like about Carlo is he likes experienced players. There's certain things you don't have to tell. Footballers have to manage themselves. Like I said, Madrid, especially their midfielders, manage themselves. You need to know when you're playing like a pussy or you're not playing good. PSG didn't manage themselves. They managed themselves for about 60 minutes. That half an hour is where it's gone tits up. They didn't forgive themselves for the Donnarumma mistake and keep going. They conceded a second where, all right, crisis. And then they flipped up again, the counter-attack. Game management. Carlo cigar settings. Paredes for guys lost them the game, in my opinion. I hear that, but that should have happened a lot earlier, because in my opinion, you knew at some point Madrid would have to gamble. Boy, what a game. Happy I'm not, it's nothing for me to deal with. Again, as much as it was a great game, it was made amazing with you lot, people. As I said, make sure you lot are thingy, man. You lot are here for all the other streams. Tomorrow is at least 2 Europa League watch-alongs. I'll be here at 10 a.m. as well. I'll also be probably on YouTube at 11:30. Yeah, man, and again, people, it's been a big day of content today as well. Obviously, we started at 10 a.m. We went to YouTube.